it's Kathleen the Singing Cat. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm in my car because I got my hair done. Not gonna lie, I don't always put on makeup. So as I'm out and about, I thought this would be a great time to talk about the ways I save for a Walt Disney vacation. So tip number 1, make sure you actually make a full budget of what you want in a Disney vacation. So not necessarily just your park tickets and your hotel and your flight, but also consider things like your food. One of the reasons why I go for the dining plan is because I'm not a saver, and sometimes I don't know what I'm going to be hungry for necessarily. So I really think that even if you end up paying a little bit more, at least you're consciously saving for food. We can go into a completely other video on whether or not the dining plan is worth it, but in the sense of making sure you save for food, you want to make sure you have that all together. Another thing to think about is also your transportation as far as when you're in Orlando. Some people like to rent a car. Other people, like myself, you know what? I drive all the time. It's not my vacation. I don't care if it takes me longer. But for those who have families, like with car seats and all that, I understand where a car will come in. Just, it's not for me. Another thing that you'll want to make sure you plan for are some souvenirs. We all want something, so maybe set a budget of exactly how much you want to spend. Like get a gift card and put a certain amount, so that's all you can spend on souvenirs on that gift card. I know parents do that a lot for their kids, but hey, doing it as an adult is perfectly okay. Another thing to make sure you think about is you think about your tips for your housekeeping. Make sure you have that in cash. People on Pinterest or Etsy have like special envelopes for housekeeping, and it's called mousekeeping envelopes. Just put in like $2 to $5 or to $10, depending on how large your party is, how much you feel, and just have that saved. I also would give myself an extra $100 to $200, just add it into the budget just in case something comes up. And also make sure if there are any certain experiences you want to do that you've heard about, like there's special tours, maybe there's a movie that's coming out around that time, so you think you might go to a movie. Really do your research about what's happening in Disney World the time that you're going. So see if there's any special experiences you want to make sure you do, because if they cost money, you want to make sure you have the budget. So the whole reason why I say is make sure you completely budget out your vacation, like with everything about your vacation, is because the earliest you can save for that total amount, the more you don't have to use your credit card. You'll have interest fees on those credit card purchases, and then you have to pay it off. Go into that vacation debt free. It will be amazing. I promise you. I know I'm really trying to do it. Like, I'm really trying. So tip number 2, make sure you treat your Disney vacation like a bill. Huh? A bill? That does not sound like fun, Kathleen. What I mean is, I have a spreadsheet of all of my expenses and all of my bills. I put a Disney payment inside of it, so it was like paying a bill every paycheck, and I had a specific amount. I took the total amount that I put in my budget, I divided it by how many weeks there was until the final payment was due, and then I multiplied that by 2 because I get a paycheck every other week. That amount is what I would pay every paycheck. So let's say you're paying $1,700 for one person. Let's say the final payment was due in October, and I actually took a calendar and I counted all the weeks. I would start the week before, so I give myself a week buffer. I would count back by how many weeks were from now or my next paycheck. There's 40 weeks from to it, but I get paid every other week, so 40 divided by 2 is 20 weeks. So I take the $1,700 divided by 20. So that was $80 per, I don't have time. I'm getting too hot. I can't think of math right now. I'm going to post it down here what that is. So basically it's a bill. It won't seem like a lot per paycheck. I mean, $1,700 compared to what, $80? I can swing that if that's a bill, an $80 bill that's going out every paycheck. By the time October rolls around, or whenever your due date is, you only have like $80. Oh, I just need to pay $80 from this trip. Boom, bam, done. Number 3 way to save for Disney: flights. there's many different ways on how you can get a flight, but I feel like some people, it's actually expensive if they don't fly. Some people, driving is, because maybe they live 8 hours away, or maybe they live like 2 days away. But even with the cost of like hotel stays, because they're a family of 5 or 6, that is still cheaper than flying. We gotcha. Understand. For me, it's cheaper. I live in the Dallas area, and it's definitely cheaper to fly for one person. But also trying to find the right flights. Be more flexible about what time you're getting in, because different times during the day are cheaper. Also, different days of the week make it cheaper. And there's the Tuesday rule. Buy your flight on a Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. An accurate time that you should buy cheaper flights, because that's usually when they release flights. And anything with any travel, it's pretty much always going to be cheapest when they release. Not always with flights, but at least that time of week. Tuesday, 3 p.m. Eastern time. Number 4, it's your birthday. And you're like, Kathleen, what do you mean my birthday? On Facebook, I wrote a post saying how much I loved Disney World, and I had a picture of a Disney gift card, and I said, if at all you were thinking about giving me any gift for the next couple years, whether that's my birthday, Christmas, Friendship Day, I don't care, make sure it is a Disney gift card. I do not want anything else. Absolutely nothing else, because I'm trying to go to Disney World, and one of the reasons why I'm trying to go is because I want to eventually be a Disney vacation planner. I want to be able to help people to get to Disney World, but in order to do that, I feel like I need to actually experience Disney more often so that I can feel really comfortable about telling you what it's like, because I've been there. And I feel like I can give the best advice that way. If Disney is important to you, tell your friends, this is what I want. Everybody wants to know how to give them a gift. And some people have a problem with gift cards. They think, oh my gosh, I don't want to give gift cards. That's impersonal. But if you're honest and saying, there is nothing better than a Disney vacation, I don't need anything. If you sell them not necessarily on the gift card, but you sell them on the experience. I got $200 for my birthday in Disney gift cards for my birthday. Oh my gosh, because people listened to me and they were like, I said, I'll get you to Disney World. Let's do it. And I'm helping my friend out for a wedding. I'm helping her do a lot of planning. Guess what I'm getting as a thank you. People want to make your dreams come true, and people want to make you happy. So just tell them it's okay. Number 5. Now this one is one that I've done. If you're just still not getting money, consider getting a second job. Some of us work a lot. And I'm not saying you need to work an extra 40 hours a week. Sometimes working just an extra 2 or 3 4-hour shifts, or even 3-hour shifts a week, maybe 10-12 hours a week. It can be broken up. One of the ways a lot of people are starting to do and starting to become more common is doing some sort of ride sharing event. Some people do Uber, some people do Lyft. I don't want to drive strangers around. I do food delivery. I do it with DoorDash. Some people do it with Postmates or with Uber Eats. And they also have Instacart that does grocery delivery. All of these are different options. I can't tell you. Sometimes I can even, depending on how many hours I work, I go from anywhere between $50 a week, if I really didn't do anything, to I've gotten up to $300 in a week. That gives you a nice chunk of change. You do have to worry about gas and the slight bump in your car insurance, which for me wasn't that bad. It was only like $6. It might be a little bit more for you or a little bit less. Don't quote me, because everyone's different. But in the end, I was still able to make decent money for Disney and still pay my other bills. If you're interested in doing DoorDash, which is again a food delivery service, feel free to comment below if you have any questions about it. I do have a link if you're interested in DoorDash. It'll give me and you a bonus. So that's pretty cool. Please tell me how the ways you save for Disney. There are plenty of ways to save for Disney. These are just kind of good tricks that I use, and I love hearing about more tips and tricks, especially in saving money, don't we all? Because we all want to go to Disney, but it's hecka expensive. I hope y'all have a great and fantastic day, and I'll see y'all real soon. Bye!